Distractions. Too much. It's whatever. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the Wisdom Wave podcast. My name is Rebecca. I'm your host, and I'm trying to get you on the frequency of on the frequency of focus. And today's video is going to be talking about distractions. So, what is a distraction? I don't know. I didn't look up a dictionary definition. I'm pretty sure should have done that. But basically, a distraction is anything that deters you away from your goals or your aims or whatever you're trying to really achieve in life. That could be your grades. That could be like you starting that little side business. That could be, I don't know. Like everyone has different goals and different things that they're aspiring to. That's a bit what I'm going to be talking about today, because you're gonna be distracted on different things depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to do. If you get what I mean. So I split it up into sort of three categories. So your distractions could either be people, places, or things. So like a thing like your phone. But anyways, let's get started on places, because I'm just going to be sort of talking about what I find distracting and how I deal with that, and maybe you can relate to that too, or you can identify stuff that's like, I have something similar that's kind of distracting me right now, and that's why I'm not getting this done, and that's why I'm not achieving this, and that's why I haven't done this yet. So I think I'll start off with places, because for me that's been a very big distraction this week. Because basically, yeah, every single time I'm at school, I have like a timetable, right? I want to study in the mornings or at lunch or after school. Problem being, in my school, there's the common room. So the common room, very large. You know what a common room is. If you don't know what a common room is, basically like a space where you can just chill with your friends, like big sofas and everything, just chill, whatever. And everyone just always seems to be down there. And me being me, I'm like, okay, I need to study, but let me just chill in common room for a little bit. Let me just see what's going on. Error. First error was the minute I walked through those doors and thought, I'm gonna be in, I'm gonna be out. No, 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 because I was supposed to be there for my 15-minute break. Tell me why it was an hour later, hadn't touched my work, went back up to the study center, looked at my work as if it would have done itself in the time I was away. It wasn't done. It wasn't done. It wasn't completed. And I have no one else to blame but myself. Basically, I like to call that like, I was like, as this was happening, I was like, damn, every time I come down to common room when I'm supposed to be in study, it's like I just get sucked in and I can't get out. So I called it like, my friends are gonna laugh at me because it sounds so stupid. I call it the common room vortex, right? So basically, the common room vortex, you just go in and you can't get out. Like, but yeah. So I mean, as far as places go, I think like just like general places, I'll probably distract you would be like your room. People that revise in their room are generally stupid to me. I'm sorry if you revise in your room, but you're actually just lacking. Because what do you mean you're sitting on a bed, you're in your blanket? Because you know what, I used to do this as well. I used to come to my bedroom on this. I used to come to my bedroom, used to get all my work out. I'll be laying on pillows as I'm trying to do my work, and I'll be baffed when suddenly I've been sleeping for 2 hours. Like that's just not an environment for your brain to work in. So you're just kind of setting yourself up for failure at that point. But to try and avoid those distractions, I stopped doing my work at home altogether. I only do my work either at school, like when I can be focused at school, or I go to Starbucks or I go to the library. I just can't work at home because your brain kind of needs that thing of like separation, of like relaxing and being productive. Do you know what I mean? And it can't do that in two places, in one place at once. Was that grammatically correct? You can't be productive and relax in the same place. It's just not possible. It's just like there's like like, bro, no, trust me. Guys, there's actually like studies and stuff. Like, if you do your work on your bed, you'll sleep less or something. I'm like 30% sure that's right, but trust me. But yeah, and yeah, that's just all for places and distractions. And I just trying to like deep, like, where do you get the most distracted? Like, is it a place where, I don't know, where you feel relaxed? Is it a place where you feel comfortable because your friends are there? Is it a place where you normally have fun or blah blah blah? Just try and find the spaces where you know you can feel focused, where you can get on your frequency of focus. I'm gonna do this a whole video now. I think this is our sign. Like, you see, like, you know when people be throwing up signs. If you see me in the street, just go, like, I'll be clued up on what you're doing. Like, I know you're with me. I'll know you're away for. No, we're not wisdom waivers. We're wisdom waivers. um, but yeah, and I think that's it for places, I guess. As far as distractions go, we've talked about places, people. I could make this a whole episode on its own. I could make certain people, yeah. Let me even get let me let me even get comfortable. Because you know what it is? There's certain people that are just gonna distract you no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter how often you talk to them, no matter how prevalent they are in your life, or no matter how much you see them, they'll always distract you. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to like, you just need to. Sometimes you just need to remove the distraction completely. You can't flirt with distractions. You can't like try and dance around it. You just need to push it away. Because at the end of the day, you need to be focused. You need to achieve those goals. Like, we've got big goals, we've got big things to achieve, and we can't do that with distractions. You get it? Like, you're probably going to be your own worst distraction, to be honest, because you don't. Most people aren't really aware of the limits or aren't aware of what distracts them, and that's why they're not as focused on what they want to do as they should be. So some people might have like an if you don't do psychology, I'm sorry, but like, I just have to link it to this because I need to make like that, like, to get it together. Like, some people have like an external locus of control, which is basically like, you're gonna blame everything else around you. I didn't do good on this test because blah blah was distracting me when I was revising. I didn't good on this test because my teacher was rubbish at explaining it. But really and truly, you're responsible. I mean, if it's a teacher thing, like, first, but most of the time, in most cases, you're responsible for your grades. You're responsible for how well something turns out, or what you want to do like goes the way that you want it to. And you need to be able to take responsibility for that, and take responsibility for your distractions and what's distracting you, because at the end of the day, no one else is doing that to you. You're I wouldn't say choosing. I feel like that's like the wrong word, or it's like kind of harsh, but like, you're kind of choosing to be distracted. You'd rather be distracted than actually be focused. And that's like, that's it. Like, that's you, bro. So, friends, golly gosh. Because you know what? It really be the people around you that want to see you fail. I'm joking. Um, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe you have friends that just on like the same level. Like, I feel like it's hard when it comes to friends, because you kind of need to be quite aware of like the circle that's around you. You need to be aware if they're trying to get to where you're going. Do you know what I mean? Because in my experience, yeah, I have very. This is gonna sound arrogant. I don't want to gas them. No, I don't want to gas. Like, I have very very smart friends. Do you know what I mean? I know, like, there's certain people that they don't need to revise. They don't need to revise to get the grade I'm getting with 4 hours of revision. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, I see my friends. I'm not saying this like as an example, but there's been instances where I see my friends, they're going out, they're doing blah blah blah, they're having little kikis, they're going to parties, they're doing blah 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 with blah blah blah. They're doing the most. They're living it up. They're having a good time. But I've just done a 6 hour study session and I still got worse than you. It's really a matter of you know where you are. Don't compare yourself to other people or to what other people are doing because you're going to think you can get distracted because they're getting distracted and that hasn't affected them or their grades. But as soon as you do it, as soon as you do it, as soon as you do it, it's a whole different story because their methods aren't your methods. What works for them isn't going to work for you. And yeah, yeah. And like, as far as friends go, I feel like everyone has very different journeys in terms of like their goals and their success. In the fact that they're probably not trying to get into maybe the same industry as you're trying to get into or the same sector or whatever. So they probably don't know how to get to where you're going. Do you know what I mean? So you can't follow their template. You can't follow their route of where they're going to because they're not even trying to get to the same destination as you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that was a really weird metaphor. But do you understand what I mean? Like, you can't ask people for directions to places that they haven't been to. You know your destination. Maybe they even have the same destination, but they're taking some long route. No, this has gone too far. This is a bit of a weird metaphor, but I feel like you understand what I'm saying. I can feel it through the. I can feel it through the frequency. You get it? But yeah, basically the last group I want to talk about of like people that can distract you is your your little little romantical relationships or whatever. Your little side to like your little in terms of that, it's really a matter of like, are they worth the grade, really and truly? Or who I'll be so real, no one's that special. No one's that special. I guarantee you, you haven't found the love of your life in sixth form, so stop wasting your time. I just bumped the mic. But yeah, um, it's not worth it. It's actually not worth it. I'm not saying that it. Have your fun. Do you? Do your little. You're not going to get any more than they're probably giving you. And if that's going to take away time and energy from your goals and from your academics, it's really just not worth it. It's not worth the time because you're probably sitting there thinking, I can juggle all this, I can talk to blah blah, and I can get A's in this and this and this. And it's just not going to work out. It never works out because at the end of the day, you're going to start prioritizing certain people over your goals, over yourself, really and truly. Like, like at the end of the day, you're not, bro. At the end of the day, they're gonna leave you. You have those grades for life. You're gonna go to employers and they're gonna ask why you have CCC, and you're gonna be like, oh, there was this one boy. This is sort of a bad example. I'm trying to limit it down to grades because, like, I'm an A level student, and that's what I prioritize right now, and that's what I'm trying to like remove distractions from the most. But that, like I said, it can apply to literally anything you're doing, whether that's like music or football or like or sports in general. Just whatever you know you want to focus on. Don't let any girl or guy or whatever distract you from that because at the end of the day, that's what you've decided to do. That's what you want to do. That's your goal. And to let someone else who hasn't been here the whole time, who hasn't been on the journey with you, who hasn't been working with you as hard as you and seen how much you had to grind to get to the point where you are, take that away from you with a couple of texts, with a couple of situations, with a couple of little flirtations with other people, and you're letting them take that away from you. Don't be stupid. don't get distracted to the point where you've completely like limited or set back your progress for what you were trying to achieve or aim for. Because nobody is worth your focus, your time, your energy. Nobody who takes away from what you want to do is worth it, if you get what I mean. Like, your time and your energy are so valuable, and you can't let anyone who hasn't been there the whole way with you, supporting you, building you to be better, take away from your future and from the life that you deserve for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Another thing that can really distract you a lot is probably your phone or iPad or whatever. I don't really know. But there's physical things that can distract you. Like, every time I'm revising, unless I'm using my phone to revise, I have to place it in a separate place. Like, I can't just have it on the desk with me as I'm writing, as I'm doing stuff. I have to put it in my bag, or I have to just put it far off on the table. Most of the times when I'm in the library, I just put it behind my iPad so that I just forget that it's even there. Because as soon as you see it, you're just kind of like, let me just check my messages. Let me just check blah blah blah. And then like 30 minutes have gone by. You haven't done anything with your work, and you just been distracted the whole time and just having a little kiki because your phone was there and because you chose, nah, Instagram is more important than doing this homework right now. And Instagram's always going to be there, TikTok's always going to be there. It's actually okay. This homework will be due tomorrow and you're still on TikTok. like your FYP will still be here in a couple hours. It's actually okay. But yeah. So normally I just deal with that by having screen time limits and stuff. I use Opal. Shout out to a former. Former's the one that put me on Opal. I'll never forget. I remember it was like during GCSE season. She was like, "Have you guys seen this app?" And I was like, "No, what's that?" She was like, "It locks your apps for you." And I was just like, "No, but it's really cool." I'll put. Should I even? I don't know if I should even plug them. I'm not getting sponsored. I'll put a thing in the description, like links to the App Store, so you can get that. But it's really good, and it'll block certain. Could you hear that? My stomach was grumbling. Anyways, it will block certain apps for you so that when you're doing your study time and everything, you can't even get into socials when you're in your study time. So it's really good like that. And yeah, I feel like the things that distract me the most are probably people. Which group of people is the question? No, I genuinely do think it is my friends the most. But that's because I'm go out with your friends, have fun with your friends. You're actually a teenager. You're actually this is the time you're supposed to be living up life. I wouldn't don't don't die for school. Don't die for GCSEs. Don't die for A levels. It's it's deep, but it's not so crucial to the point that you should be sacrificing your social life. And whenever your friends are going out, or whenever your friends are doing something, of course, by all means, go. Don't be that person that's like, I gotta grind, I gotta get on my academic, come back, get on my bag, blah, 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 blah. Don't be that person in the sense that you never see your friends anymore, or you turn down every invite to everything because you need to revise. Of course, there'll be times you just have to say, no, I can't go out right now. No, I can't chill right now. No, can I text you later? Or can I call you later? Because that's your priority. Your priority is your work, is your goals, is your whatever. Your friends, I don't want to say your friends come second to that, but in a way, do they? I don't know. That's not something I've ever really thought about to myself. But do you know what it is? Your friends are a priority too, as much as your goals in your academics. But I think there's definitely a line where it's like, okay, we've been talking all day, we've been chilling together, all blah blah blah. We can go out and we can revise together. Like, I don't know. there's really ways to integrate your priorities, like say like your friends and your schoolwork, because you can do like study dates. Like me and my friend, we literally go out every single week and we study together, and that's how we get on our focus. But we're also like getting our quality time together. Like most recent distractions. I can't say that on the pod. um, Probably TikToks. I don't know. You guys see the Jacob Elordi one? I'm on the mistake. I made a mistake, and it's a thing in Saltburn. Have you watched Saltburn? I haven't watched Saltburn, but looks wild. Like there's really just I don't think there's any excuse for you staying distracted from your goals once you know what those distractions are, because at that point you're kind of just letting it be like, oh, I'll fail on purpose. Like, we're not like that. That's not us. We're academics. We're academic weapons. Like, when they look up academic weapon in the dictionary, do you know what they see? They see us. This is us. Like I said, you see me on the street, throw off the sign, throw off the little, I'll know we're on the same frequency. See me, like, bro, if after I post this, everyone, no one, after I post this here, no one should ever greet me saying hi, Rebecca. You don't even have, don't even like, just go, bro, that's so cold. You see me, yeah. You see me, yeah. You see me there. No, bro. You don't even say hi, Rebecca. Hi. No, you don't even say hi. You go, and I'll know what you're on. Like, I'm so small. Like, for real, I made an episode called Distractions. Like, and when I was talking about all them relationship stuffs, like, I was talking about you because, like, you've been just on my mind. You're distracting me. Oh, I know that had the viewers feeling some type of way. Like it's okay. Like you know how there's Big Pookie. You know how there's Big Pookie. I'm Big Wave. Big Wave. Big Wave. Then Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so tired and have mock soon. Kind of freaking out. Had an English test. I had an English test today. Flipping flopped. So I'm just a bit hysterical and a bit today. But anyways, guys, I bumped my head. Anyways, thanks for listening to today's podcast episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Add it to your Spotify library. We're coming to Apple Music soon, and drop something in the Q&A box so that I can answer your questions. And remember to follow our Instagram, we're the Wisdom Wave Pod. Yeah, I think that's what it is on Instagram. But yeah, I'll put it in the link below and see you next time.